morning, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. A few days early. May not get to see you before then, and unless you'll be in a parade, I hope you will be, some of you. Susie and I will be there. It'll be a great day downtown Colorado Springs. And this morning I'm with a reporter from the UCCS Scribe. Adam Collett is here. Aaron, excuse me, Aaron and I are spending the day just going through a normal day, and he thought it would be interesting to see how professional media work, and so I'm sure he'll be taking some notes for this morning. I have just a few comments, and then we'll move on with Donna Nelson on Spur of the Springs, and then Steve Cox on the downtown Renaissance report. I just want you to know that we're continuing to concentrate in three areas in our administration. The first is jobs. Second is transforming city government. And third is building community. In the jobs area, of greatest importance is improving the business climate. We want to become the most business-friendly city in the country, and we're taking steps toward that. And we'll report more specifics to you as these months roll by. We're also spending time visiting primary employers, those companies that are instrumental to our economy. Steve Cox and I are going out and meeting with the CEOs of those companies to thank them for being here, for employing our citizens, and to ask what our city can do to be most supportive of their success. We're also asking them to introduce us to other companies, either their customers, their suppliers, or other companies they know that do not have an operation in Colorado Springs, but who might consider a site here. And we've got a couple leads from that process. We're also working with the Colorado Springs Incubator and the Chamber and the EDC, trying to find ways to better nurture startup businesses, smaller companies that hopefully will stay here and grow here, as well as retain the larger employers we have and perhaps attract some others. We've had meetings with lenders here in the last month, CEOs of the major banks and credit unions, asking them to do everything they can to open up lending and to people who want to start and grow businesses here, because we believe strongly that the long-term economic vitality of our community is dependent upon locally owned and managed enterprises, headquarter companies, where people will not only have a stake in their business but in the community as well. So we need lenders to lend. We've also been meeting with those interested in the equity capital arena, Rick Dutton of the Incubator, and several other people who are in the venture capital business, looking for ways how we can be as supportive as possible of investors wanting to invest in enterprise in Colorado Springs, to make sure they know that our city is open for business, that we're highly supportive of entrepreneurism in Colorado Springs. We've had three recent announcements in the jobs area. Many of you reported this. Val Seal is expanding here from a small operation. They're adding, I think, around 200 employees in a manufacturing operation. They're headquartered in California, and working with the Chamber and EDC, we were able to convince them to stay here and expand here, and those will be 200 high-quality jobs. Also, Stellar Restaurant Solutions has decided to bring their headquarters here and to grow their operations in Colorado Springs, and they'll be adding 250 employees this year. And we're very proud of that, and to have that company here. And then currently, we're working to retain El Paso Gas. I believe you know that El Paso Gas is being acquired by Kinder Morgan out of Houston, Texas. The CEO of that company was here last week. I met with him. Steve Cox and I met with Rich Kinder, the CEO of Kinder Morgan, and two of his senior executives. Bob Cope was also with us and made a presentation on all the great reasons to retain El Paso Gas in Colorado Springs. Bob Cope made the business case. We hope to make the community case over these coming weeks and months. Kinder Morgan has an operation in Lakewood, Colorado currently, and so we are at risk that the El Paso Gas jobs here could be moved to Lakewood. We think it should be the other way. We gave them a lot of reasons why. Hopefully they'll see that Colorado Springs is the very best place, and downtown Colorado Springs is a great place to maintain their operations. And we have several other business retention efforts underway, companies that don't want their name out there that they're trying to decide where to locate, but we'll tell you more about them specifically as we can. On transforming city government, we're just working on fiscal sustainability with limited resources, achieving first-class customer service, and attracting and retaining great employees. We'll have more details here these next months. And on building community, Donna will talk to you about Spirit of the Springs initiatives. Also recently we pulled together all the mayors in the region along with the two chairs of our two county commissions, El Paso County and Teller County. And that group has coalesced into what we're calling the Pikes Peak Region Mayor's Caucus. And I believe we can get some good things done as a group of senior executives for our jurisdictions. It's modeled after the Denver Metro Mayor's Caucus, which I visited, and where I saw that those mayors are working closely together in ways that mayors especially can. And then lastly, we're working more and more on Front Range and state alliances. Have a meeting coming up with the governor. Steve Cox and I have been in Pueblo. Our city council's been in Pueblo. And just trying to do everything we can to reach out to other communities along the Front Range and to the state government, not only to protect our interests, but also to contribute to the larger good of the state. So those are my comments. Thank you for this time, and I'd like to ask Donna Nelson to step up and give us